Hi, I'm Kristen Bean Sullivan with Garden Gate Magazine, and I'm here visiting this week in Boise, Idaho, looking at some great gardens and also learning a lot about how important it is to design a landscape to be Firewise. And so we're visiting also here at the Idaho Firewise Garden, which is a collaboration between the College of Western Idaho and the Idaho Botanical Garden. And I'm visiting with Brett Van Papagem, who works here, and he has a lot of great information that I'd like him to share. So Brett, could you tell us a little bit about what it means to be Firewise and kind of what the practices are that make that work?
So we, first of all, I work for Idaho Firewise, and I'm the project manager managing this Firewise demonstration garden here. And we're trying to get folks to think about a zone concept to landscape around their home for fire protection. And so zone 1 would be the home itself and hardening the home using fire-resistant building materials and hardscapes around directly adjacent to the home. And then zone 2 would be from 5 feet out to 30 feet. And here we want to use plants that are low, lean, and green, like your turf or ground covers, using gravel mulches.
Okay.
And trees to be kept away from the building at least 10 feet from the canopy.
Okay.
And 18 feet in between tree canopies for spacing.
So not just between the trunks, between canopies, the edge of the tree to the edge of the next tree should be 18 feet.
Correct.
Okay, and that's in zone 2.
And that's in zone 2 from 30 feet out to 30 feet.
Okay, okay.
And so the trees can be spaced a little closer as we move out further away from the homes. So zone 3 would be the area from 30 feet out to 100 feet.
Okay.
And sometimes we refer to this as the transition zone, and you might be running into some of our native sagebrush or plants that are already existing, and this is okay, but we want to thin out any dead or dried out material, thin trees or shrubs, and keep material away from any outbuildings. And but it's a transition zone.
Okay, and is there a distance there should be between plants there, or does it matter quite as much?
The one thing we really want to watch out for in all zones, in particular zone 3, is ladder fuels. So we want to keep trees pruned up, 6 to 10 feet.
Okay.
And the space around those trees cleared so that there aren't shrubs below them that could act as a ladder fuel. So if we have grass and then shrub and then the tree, the fire can transfer from a ground fire right up into the tree and become a canopy fire. So ladder fuels are really important thing to keep away from trees.
Okay, interesting. Now I know that some plants are more flammable or fire resistant than others. Let's go take a look at some of them out here. Can you do that?
Sure.
Okay, great. This soapwort is so pretty. Is it Firewise?
So yes, this soapwort is a very good Firewise choice. Some of the attributes we look for in how we choose the plants we've used here have to do with chemical content.
Okay.
So plants that contain saponins, which is a soap, latex, pectin, like you would find in strawberries.
Oh, wow.
Would be less flammable kinds of chemicals than say plants like junipers that have volatile oils, terpenes, or resins that burn really hot.
Okay.
So there's a soap content in this saponaria here.
Are there things that you can tell by looking or smelling, or is it more internal and I'd need to look at a list?
So some of it is research, that we've researched the chemicals that are in the plant families, but a person can also just smell the foliage, and if the foliage has a strong aroma to it. That's often an indicator of oils being
So
present.
flammability.
So
Yeah.
oils are going to be flammable.
So for a list of fire-resistant plants, I can visit the Idaho Firewise website?
Yes,
Perfect.
at
Okay.
IdahoFirewise.org we have lists of species that we suggest, and there's
Good.
over 400 species that
Oh,
we
wow.
have here in this garden.
So there's
and
lots to choose from.
There's a lot to choose from.
Good.
Lot to choose
I
from.
also noticed that this sedum has these fleshy leaves.
Yeah.
So are those, that's also a Firewise, fire-resistant plant?
Very much so. So plants that have a high moisture content, that these leaves are really supple and fleshy, and we can just squeeze the water right out of them.
Oh, right.
It's very difficult to burn
When you're-
a plant that has this high moisture
So
content.
all succulents, most succulents fire-resistant?
Most definitely.
Right,
Love our
so
succulents. Are
great.
a great choice.
And I've seen a lot of sort of smaller and more compact and ground cover plants. Is that also a characteristic?
Most definitely. So the habit of a plant has a lot to do with how it will burn, and if it's shorter, more compact, it's not going to produce as much flame length and burn as hot. So they're a great choice.
All really great information. Thanks so much, Brett.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sherry with Garden Gate Magazine. If you enjoyed that video, subscribe to our Garden Gate Magazine YouTube channel. You'll find tips, design ideas, how-to help for gardeners just like you. Be sure to hit the bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a video.